I bet. Welcome back to another episode of Toxiris Discovers. We got 7 albums, all suggested by the community, so let's get right into it. Alright, so the first project we got is One Night in Paris by Paris Shadows. Never heard of this dude. I don't know. Suggested by Ariana the Cat. As always, you know it. And well, first of all, I'm not too sure if this is even rap. This sounds more like something else to me, but it's not the first time on this series that we cover something that is not specifically rap. But anyway, I enjoyed it. I think the hooks were pretty good. I think the singing had a interesting vibe, and he has I think he has a voice that really fits the way he looks, if that makes sense. Like sometimes if you see someone and you only know the voice, and then you see them and you be like, yo, that voice doesn't fit the face. But this man is like, for me, I looked at his face, was like, you sound like that for sure. Anyway, overall pretty good project. Nothing special. That Trippie Redd feature was pretty good. And yeah, that being said, thank you for suggesting. Let's get to the next project. Next one is MDMA Witchcraft, suggested by Kieran Cartwright, who brought the info that MDMA is Uno the Activist's little brother. And he thinks I like him more because it's more melodic. And he is right. It's not that I dislike Uno the Activist. It's just not that much for me, I guess. Overall, solid project. This one. I think I gotta listen to this one again to get the songs out that I can add to my playlist and to see which songs I enjoy more and less, because overall they pretty much blend in with each other in my opinion. But it's a solid project. Just like I give the first one, I'm gonna give this one a 6.5 out of 10. The next project we got, By the Time I Get to Phoenix by Injury Reserve, suggested by PJ Gameplay. This is the album that helped with the video title, Am I Just Uncultured? I already asked on IG because I don't get this album. I listened to it and I was actually confused, like, what is this? Because most of the time, there's not really a lot of rapping. There's a lot of instrumental, a lot of production. That doesn't even sound that good to me. And overall, this project, I can't really say anything. It's just confusing as hell to me. If you heard the project, please tell me what I should get out of it, because I don't get it. Okay? I listened to it, I was just confused. I thought it didn't sound good. I didn't really get a message. If that was, like, there was a try to get that across. I don't know, man. RIP, because I heard that one of the members died before this project was even released. RIP to him, but I'm just saying, I don't get this project. I can't even rate it. I can't give this album a proper rating because I don't get it. I don't know what. I just don't get it. That's all I'm gonna say. With that being said, let's get into the next one, which is Headie 1 Music X Road, suggested by JN Charts. Pretty good album. A lot of hits on here, because I listened to this obviously for the first time, but I already knew songs like Both, Back to Basics, 1800. Like, I knew these songs, and I think I knew a couple more, so a lot of hits on here, and overall pretty solid. I just think that sometimes Headie 1, his hooks are not that good overall. I feel like he could just make a more rapping type hook, because his singing, he can not really sing in my opinion. He just doesn't have that voice for it in my opinion. But overall, it was a solid project. I just thought the hooks lacked at some point, but overall I really enjoyed it. Obviously the hits too, like Both, 1800, I named them. And yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it. I fuck with it. Yeah, let's get to the next one. The next one being Premeditated Murder by Blockwork, suggested by Matt. As some of you might know, I am a huge lover. I really like NYC drill music, or Brooklyn drill, whatever you want to call it. But this was not that good overall. I really like the CJ Goon feature on here. I really like the Sha EK feature on here. I don't know how to say his name. I really love his music though. Overall, this project, it featured Jack Harlow's What's Poppin'. I'm pretty sure they didn't get that clear. They just uploaded it. But anyway, they turned it into a drill beat. It sounded pretty good. But my main problem with this project is just the voice of the rapper, of Blockwork. His voice at most parts, not at all parts, is annoying as hell to me. And not only is his voice annoying in a lot of parts, like in a lot of parts of the album for me, but his flow is too. For example, I personally, when it comes to drill beats, I prefer mostly a slower flow or something more smooth. But there's also in drill, in New York City drill, in a lot of overall, I would say overall in rap music, there's sometimes where the beat is kind of slow, but the rapper tries to go ultra fast, and that just sounds off to me. It sounds horrible to me. And there's a lot of people that try that on drill beats, and I hate that personally. And he does it a couple times on this project, and I really dislike that. But overall, I would say it's an okay project. The production is good, the features are good. I would give it around a 5 because it's not that bad. It just has 2 very big flaws in my opinion. So yeah. Then we get to the second to last one, which is DC the Dawn, Come As You Are Deluxe, suggested by GGS. I hope you say the name like that. I don't know. Anyway, obviously not the first time I'm hearing of DC the Dawn. I really like him. I even heard like 6 songs on this album already. I just never checked out the entire project. Why? I don't know. But this just reinforced my opinion on DC the Dawn and him being a very good artist and him being very versatile. But I felt like the album was a bit too long. 1 hour of DC the Dawn is just too much for me. I like the album and I like a lot of songs on here. Songs like, for example, NASCAR Racer are great. And I really enjoyed them. But I feel like there were some songs that were just, they could be cut. They just could be cut out. Like, I don't need them. Not that many, but a couple, in my opinion. Still, a very solid project, and probably my favorite of the day. I would give it a 7.5 out of 10, just because it is very versatile. It has, hype stuff. It has melodic stuff. And overall, really enjoyed. I just think there were some songs that could have been cut, and just some other ends where DC still has to improve, but he's already very solid, and once he is getting his time to blow up, he'll be ready. Then the last album we got today, Lil Durk, Signed to the Streets 2, suggested by Loco Locase, the dude who suggested the first part already. Well, this project was solid. I think that a lot of the times the hooks were very, very simplistic. Like, I don't know, the song title was Mama, and the hook was just the phrase Mama being repeated over and over again. There was not a song called Mama, but I'm saying this was just the word that the song was named after, and the hook was just repeated, auto-tune, repeated, which is not bad all the time, but I feel like after 15 songs or more, it just gets tiring. In my opinion, it just gets pretty boring. But still, I think it's solid. I think some of the hooks, even though they were very simplistic, they were pretty enjoyable. And overall, I think it's a solid project. I think it's worse than the first part, but it's still a solid project. So overall, I'd give it a 7 out of 10 because it is pretty good, but it lacks a couple things that I would consider necessary. The lyrics are pretty solid, but nothing great either. So it's alright. With that being said, thank you for watching and have a great one.
Remember back then, all them hoes ain't want me. Now I'm ballin', all them same hoes on me. Mama told me that this came with the money and the motherfucking fame. Even though I feel the same, I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now. I'm that nigga now.